To answer the question about what young people can do, especially from the legislative perspective, so you know we live in a flat world, right? And I think music is international. I didn't grow up in America, but Bob Marley was my idol, and Michael Jackson, right? Because they were out there. And you know, when he sang "We Are the World," right? It was bringing attention to a health problem, to the world, right? And when we have economic crisis, when we're talking about healthcare reform, when we're talking about access to breast cancer care, it's very important for us to see ourselves as larger than just me and my healthcare. And I think that's what this debate is about. There's a lot we can put our money on. There's a lot we can do, not just in America. And one of the things that we are learning as we do this international work, as we collaborate under the auspices of BCRF with researchers in London, in Australia, in Chile. In fact, the NCI was going to have a memorandum of understanding with researchers in Latin America today. What we're finding is that when you have little resource, you can actually do more with it, right? And we can learn from them, just like they can learn from us. And that's why international research is so important, getting worldwide awareness, getting young people all over the world. In our universities now, the #1 degree that our young students want to get has to do with international relations, global health. And so we are all interconnected. And so I think legislature to open up research, to open up our healthcare so that more people can have access and to learn from other countries, I think will be very important.
I think we're getting close to a musical performance, so I want to get in a few more questions.
Let's do a couple more real quick questions.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Millie, and I am a U.S. citizen, but I'm living in Germany with my partner. So I'm very grateful to be here. My question is, I'm hearing a lot about making changes. We can make changes today. And I'm wondering, is research also partnering with mental health professionals? Because a lot of people that I used to work with as a psychologist, a lot of people don't believe that what they do can make a difference. So part of change is strengthening the immune system, is helping people handle grief, handling anger, handling stress. And I'm wondering if researchers, especially working with the immune system, are partnering also with the mental health community that are working one-on-one with people.
Let me just answer this briefly from the BCRF perspective. If you go onto our website, you're going to see that we support research of the most basic nature in terms of the molecules that make cells act the way they do, all the way up to quality of life issues. And survivorship issues that relate to adaptation to life and dealing with problems, whatever. So the BCRF really hears your message, and we heard your message from others, and we responded to that because we consider the totality of life experience to be something that really, and it's not just a matter of let's be nice to everybody. It's a matter of really researching some of these topics so that we could understand them better and we could better intervene. So last question. Hi, Ashley. Hi.
It's good to see you. I do have a question. I am a young woman living with young people. Is there any message that you would want to tell them of service, of hope, of help, of testing, anything that you want to be heard? Because I want to hear it.
Well, you know, as I said, my research is focused on young women. And one of the things you have to understand about breast cancer is that it affects you because you're a woman, not because you're old or young. And so young women need to know that it's a personal issue for them. And they need to know what to do to prevent themselves from getting breast cancer. They need to support research in breast cancer. We were talking the other day that, yes, you can do everything, don't drink, don't do anything, and you can still get breast cancer. And the question is, will we have done the research that will give young women today the chance to survive breast cancer should they get it 10, 20 years from now? So that's why you don't want to wait till you're older to get engaged in breast cancer research. You want to support it now, you want to arm yourself with knowledge about breast cancer, and you want to be proactive because every woman is at risk. And even if you're not a woman, you have a mother, so you should care about it.
And by the way, I just want to say this, because I want Marissa to have the last word here before we close on this, but the thing is that men get breast cancer too. And in particular, the kinds of situations that Fumi's studying where people have an abnormal gene they inherit from mother or father, VOC2. that they can they could be at risk. And men often don't know this. And the other, by the way, important thing to remember is that what we learned about breast cancer directly relates to prostate cancer. The research really crosses over, and what we learned from prostate cancer relates to breast cancer. These are called hormone-responsive cancers, hormone-responsive neoplasms, and they both relate to everything we're talking about: attitude, environment, lifestyle, genes. They all connect, and so this is really a very important thing to keep in mind. Rosa?
I also wanted to say, you know, you're in your 20s, and you can make choices like Melissa said. You can do the healthy thing, drink water instead of soda, but also you could do things if you're stressed out or feeling bad about yourself, you could help somebody else. You know, instead of, you know, if something bad happens to you, instead of being a reactivist and reacting to that, be an activist, do something, maybe volunteer. Volunteer for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Do something, empower yourself, go on a website, maybe volunteer for any kind of organization. But I think the important thing is to put yourself out there in a good way to help not just yourself, but helping humanity, because when you help humanity, you are helping yourself. So.
Wonderful. Well, listen, I want to thank all of you for being here. I want to thank you for your support of what we're trying to do. I especially want to thank the Hard Rock Cafe and Hard Rock International for putting this together and for doing other wonderful things and for supporting all the things we're doing. And I want to support all of the panelists here who've been really so wonderful and have taught me so much. And